Recently, I have been reading a lot of literature from the sports champions of the former Soviet Union. Many of the Soviet athletes had exceptional and outstanding performances. Their training was based in scientific and sophisticated methods that have now permeated the world of sports. So if you want to learn some powerful exercises to spice up your training routine or maybe boost your sports performance and you don't care about politics, then this video is for you.
But before we get started, I want you to join our free 50K giveaway. Get a chance to win lifetime access to our online kettlebell courses valued over $2,000. Link is in the description.
Grüezi miteinander, Gregory von Lebe hier. Part of these 6 rare exercises that I'm about to show you come from the playbook of Soviet sports champions. The other part are exercises that can help you take your kettlebell skill to the next level. So let's stop the talking and start the chalking. Exercise number 1 is the upright swing. I see many kettlebell sport world champions do this type of swing, and I've coined it the upright swing because it is a swing where we are using the hips as the dominant force, but we also engage with the arms and pull the kettlebells up approximately to eye level. Watch. What this exercise does is it engages your back a little bit more than the regular swing. I can tell you from experience when I did this exercise in a recent workout and I was using a 24 and a 28 kg, the next day my back was sore. Exercise number 2 is the Snatch Punch. This is a great drill that you can apply to harden your forearms. Yes, you heard me right. Many of you are probably suffering from this problem when you are cleaning or snatching the weights, that it hurts on your forearm. So we have to toughen the skin a little bit, and we can learn and perfect the hand insertion. This exercise is not just a good drill to perfect your hand insertion, it's also a great strengthening exercise for your shoulder, especially if you keep that position right on top with that arm fully extended for a couple of seconds longer. Exercise number 3 is in the playbook of many Eastern Bloc athletes, the clean and split jerk. It is normally done with a barbell since it comes from weightlifting, and we are going to emulate this powerful exercise with a kettlebell. This is a powerful full body exercise, and what I love is this interplay in your brain, because as you want to clean the weight up, you want to spear and stab your feet inside the floor to activate the glutes, because down means up. But as soon as we've done this, we have to immediately go down into the squat to catch the weight and then come back up. So I like this combination so much. That's why it is such a most bang for your buck exercise. Exercise number 4 is from Vladimir Belayev, who was a world champion in 1966. I call them Belayev squat hops. The squat hop exercise was very uncommon when Vladimir did it back in 1966, and it granted him a lot of additional strength and power to dominate the championships. Squat hops essentially mean that we clean the kettlebell up, go down into that bottom position, and then we either hop laterally, we hop backwards, or we hop forward. This up and down motion creates an enormous amount of tension in your abdominals, and you have to counter this by keeping the body as tight and as rigid as possible. And since we're in that bottom position of the squat, your legs are constantly on fire. One thing that is particular about the exercise is the breathing pattern. You might have known this from Pavel Tsatsouline. He calls this breathing behind the shield, where we build tension, but we breathe. So this is important because we need this abdominal pressure. We cannot let it loose. we still have to breathe at some point. Exercise number 5 is the squat snatch. As the name implies, we snatch the weight overhead and go immediately down into a squat, which forces the body to develop exceptional balance. This exercise is a little bit unfair because depending on your hip structure, it might be impossible for you to do it, but you have to try it out. So we snatch the weight overhead and immediately go down into the squat, come back up. We can do both variants, either the half snatch or the full snatch. You have to understand how the overhead squat works without any weights. There shouldn't be any pulling going on. And your timing has to be adequate. As you bring the kettlebell overhead, don't use too much force, because if you do, this will throw you off balance as you land in the bottom of the squat. Exercise number 6 is Belayev's good morning. Here Vladimir comes again. I saw him demonstrate a good morning, at least via image, that many people would be shocked to see a person exhibit this type of movement even in the first place. Good mornings get a bad rep because they look a little bit tough on the lower back, but they are not. They are essentially a hamstring exercise. However, in Belayev's case, he was bending the lower back and the back in full like a Jefferson curl. And that's what it looks like. The reason Vladimir Belayev was doing this exercise was to alleviate stiffness in the lower back. And this reminds me of a technique that I was taught by Valery Fedorenko, where he said swinging with a lower back that is bending and the upper back as well can be a good thing if you want to alleviate stiffness or even pain. And then this swing might look like this with heavy weights. These rare exercises demonstrate that we have to have an open mind. Just because we don't understand something or we think it is not the proper way to do it doesn't mean it is bad. The first thing that we should do is, instead of discarding the idea or the exercise, is to ask questions. Why? How does it work? What kind of results does it give you? So on and so forth. So if you want to incorporate these 6 rare exercises into a workout, do 1 minute per exercise. This should equal about 6 minutes of work. And if you want to include them in your sports performance, in your SPP exercises, talk to your strength coach or your athletic trainer or your biomechanist and see how they can fit into your training schedule. Here's the next thing that you have to do. Like the video, consider subscribing, share with a friend, and then check out our academy. If you're looking for a kettlebell course, you want to take it to the next level. For the next 3 months or even for the whole year, we offer a membership and a bundle. Then you have to check them out right here. You want to boost your fat loss, want to build muscle, want to learn more about kettlebell skills? Check it out right now.